Hello, everybody from Bradenton, Florida. This is Paul Stevenson. This morning when I was getting dressed, I tried to put on my varsity sweater just to have some school spirit, and the dang thing shrunk on me and I couldn't get it on. Okay, I'd love to be there with you guys reminiscing about the old glory days, but it just wasn't possible this time. I jogged down a few thoughts, and one of them I thought about was, John, I bet you wish that we had a three-point line back when we played. It's amazing how many more points you might have scored. Next, I wanted to reflect about Lloyd and Harold and myself back when we were younger, before we went to Hazel Park High School, and how we got into competing and playing things. It was really about Symes Street versus Leach Street, and we would compete on everything. Our competition really started when Harold's dad got us involved in the Eagles Little League in Hazel Park. We did all-star trips to Owasso and had a lot of fun playing baseball, but that was really the foundation that started all of our competing. From there, competition just expanded out into all areas. We competed in baseball, football, wiffle ball. We even, in Donnie Welch's backyard, we had a basketball court back there with a low rim so we could all dunk on it. And we'd have two-on-two tournaments all the time. And then if we weren't there, we were out at Martin Road Park. Martin Road Park was like a second home to all of us guys when we were little. We met out there every day to play ball of one sort or another. The ironic part about this, and what was kind of funny when we were playing these basketball tournaments in Donnie's backyard, there was this little kid always standing over by us, wanting to get into the games, and the big bad guys that we were, we wouldn't let him in the game. And that little guy turned out to be Bobby Welch. And how ironic, he got the last laugh to see who could play and who couldn't play. I had to take notes, so this. And last, and definitely not least of our competitions, was something that we always did as youngsters, is we played a game called APBA baseball. And we played this endlessly, hours upon hours, days on days, summers on summers when we were young. I mean, this went on for years. And one of the things I remember is Lloyd always had to be the Dodgers. He had to have Maury Wills and the Davis brothers and Sandy Koufax and Drysdale on his team. And so we all had to take the second best after that. But Lloyd got the Dodgers. We kept stats on everything. We did batting averages. We did game-by-game book scores. We did batting averages, ERA averages, any baseball statistic you could think of. We kept in these spiral-bound notebooks like this, and we had tons of them all over the place because everybody kept their own books and their own stats, and we had league leaders and home runs and RBIs and batting average. It was just an intricate part of us when we were young. And one of the things I thought, if you want to know a little bit more about this, you can talk to Lloyd about it, but he can tell you about APBA baseball. Lloyd, if you and I had worked as hard in school as we had on the APBA baseball stats, we would have probably had a 4.0 grade point average. The last thing I want to talk about is something that John, Lloyd, and I did as seniors that showed the stupidity of teenagers. We were at civics class going on a field trip to downtown Detroit to the courts. And Lloyd and John and I decided, well, we don't want to do that, so we're going to skip out and go to the movies. And we went down and watched the movies, and the next day we get back to school, Mr. Nowd calls the three of us into his office and gave us a lecture about setting examples and being leaders in the school. And then he allowed us to go into the library and clean all the tables, wash the windows in the library one afternoon. Everybody have a great day, and it's good to talk to you all. Bye-bye.